Disappointment, I imagine, in the Harriers camp that they weren't able to get the result that potentially would have taken them out of the relegation zone today.
One of the rare opportunities we've had to get out of the bottom four. It's happened for a brief moment in the 15-16 games that we've had, and it didn't last very long. But today was an opportunity and we didn't grab a hold of the opportunity. We set the opportunity up with a great performance last week, and I just can't understand. It's beyond me the level of inconsistency in every individual today. From what I witnessed, the same team playing in a game of football against the champions, not the champions elect, the champions who've had a magnificent season, to be able to turn it on the way we did, away from home, 3 great goals, conceded 1, performance was good, shape was good, individuals were making right decisions, and then to go from that to this today is just, it beggars belief. It's beyond me. A lot of people will just say that's the reason why they play at this level. I just can't accept that. You play at this level because of ability. You play at this level because you make not enough right decisions, and once you make them wrong decisions, you're out the team. They made enough right decisions last week. That's the reason why, for the first time in 16 games, I said same team. And yeah, I wasn't rewarded with the same performance. And yeah, you can say Halifax had a lot to do with that. You could say the conditions had a lot to do with that. You could say lots of things. But, you know, bottom line is, the same people making so many wrong decisions is just, it's beyond belief. I can't accept it. I won't accept it. I wasn't brought up that way. I wasn't brought up to be able to perform 10 out of 10 one week and then 1 out of 10 the next week. I was brought up to perform a level of consistency, wherever that level is. That's where you get taken to as a professional footballer. And you manage to get to the Premier League, you must be damn good at making quality decisions and playing quality football. Too many people today just 1 and 2 out of 10. Last week, 9s and 10s all over the pitch, and that includes everybody. And nobody escapes. I'm not saying my wrath, because what does that stand for? Nobody escapes my scrutiny as a manager. And I analyse myself first and foremost, and I could say, if anybody wanted to point the finger of blame, saying that I made the changes too early, I would agree with it. I would probably say, yeah, you may be right. But when you're 15 minutes in the second half and it's one-way traffic, and Halifax were defending for their lives and putting their bodies on the line with something to fight for at the right end of the division, is that the reason? You know, I put my body on the line every day. Whether you're trying to, win promotion or stay above relegation, it's putting your body on the line. That's what you've got to do. Not enough did that today, and I'm disappointed, and I want to apologise. I want to apologise to Kitty fans, because they turned out again and created an environment as well. The atmosphere was excellent up until the moment that Halifax scored the first goal, and then it killed everybody's belief, everybody's spirit. But with all that said and all that moaning and groaning that I'm doing at the moment, we've still got 2 games to go, and we can win 2 games and still stay in this division. So hope springs eternal.
You say that, Phil. It's out of Harriers' control now, though, isn't it? With teams with games in hand.
Correct. I don't think it's ever been fully in our control until these moments. When you come to the end of the season, as it were, with 2 weeks to go, everybody can do the maths. When you get 6 weeks to go, and maths is a little bit difficult. We've got everybody to play and each other to play, but now we know it's 52 points we can achieve. Is 52 going to be enough? All we can do is get to 52 and hope and pray.
You're going to have time to think about this as well, aren't you, tomorrow, running through the streets of London. An opportunity for you to reflect.
My reflection comes in different ways and different guises. We've all got families, we go home to them and reflect in different ways. But running through the streets of London for somebody who's possibly going to die from prostate cancer, it's the least of my worries. It's something. I'll be thinking about the game, but more importantly about the people I'm running for. That's the most important part. Relegation hurts, of course it does, but it doesn't kill you. Football hurts at times and it doesn't kill you, but it's came near today because I can't accept a level of performance what they gave last week, and I'm talking about them, not me. They give a level of performance against a great team at this level, and then to do what they've done today, I hold myself responsible because it's my team, and I didn't make any changes. Should I have made changes? People have asked them questions. Listen, I'm not beyond criticism as far as I'm concerned. When you're managing, that's all you get, criticism. You know, you get asked them questions, but I asked myself the question many times before anybody else does, and it was a no-brainer to start the same team because of the level of performance they gave. But you know, I've got a tough gig next week. That's probably more important than running a London Landmarks half marathon, but I'll give it my best tomorrow, and then I'll give it my best during the week, and hopefully that'll be good enough to win on Saturday.
Phil, thank you very much.
Seems hard to kind of go back to discussing football when you put it in such fine perspective like that, but I suppose in football terms it just crystallised the focus, doesn't it, the next 2 games, in so much as you know the job to do is to win 2 games and then see. You can't afford to do any less.
You can't do any less, you can't do any more, but that's the same way today was concerned. It's almost like the lights, cameras, action, it's almost like it was too much for 1 or 2, and yet you go to an 8,500 packed Chesterfield ground and perform the way we performed. I just don't understand it, Matty. You know, having played a lot of games, I got to a level of performance week in and week out. Yes, you have bad games, of course you do. Collectively, that's the part I can't understand. If 1 or 2 had bad games, I could understand that. It was maybe too much for them. But everybody, I can't even think of a positive to draw from anybody's performance to a certain extent. And the subs came on, didn't give us any impact. Dibbs, who's absolutely reliable 100%, but kicking was erratic in the first half. In the second half he was taking a little bit off, and we just looked as if we were devoid of any kind of idea. And so again, I hold myself responsible for that, but you know, I'll make sure I get it right in the next home game, that's for sure.